Fonz at 39 for 7, not many would have expected the game to go to the final over. Evidence of the fight and never say die attitude from your side.
Yeah, no, the boys showed great fight. We've just had a chat up there and, then I've just said if we fight like that throughout this T20 campaign, we'll be all right.
The cluster of wickets up top ultimately was the factor that cost us. What do you think the biggest reason behind that was?
We lost. I think the power play score is 27 for 6. It's always a battle coming back from that. I don't think the wicket was conducive to T20 cricket. I don't think people have come to watch. See him taking 4 for 15. The guys have come to watch 180 play 180 or whatever it is. Yeah, so I think the pitch could have been a bit better, but they bowled well. It definitely caught us off guard because if you look at the stats over the years, I think par's about 167, 168, average winning scores 180. So that caught us off guard a little bit. But yeah, as I said, we're going to dust ourselves off and go again on Wednesday night.
And it ends the unbeaten run at the start of 2025, but the fact that we're saying that in June shows the progression made by this side.
Yeah, no, obviously, the guys go out and try to win every game. It's obviously not. It's kind of a bitter pill to swallow to go and lose today, but that's the nature of T20 cricket. You kind of lose momentum and you lose it quite quickly. But it's just a matter of how much momentum you lose, and unfortunately, it was always going to be a battle at 27 for 6 in the power play. A couple of good catches, a couple of bad shots, but that is just the nature of T20 cricket. But I don't want to analyse it too much. We'll certainly address it, especially finding that formula away from home. We might have to adjust a little bit in terms of how we approach it, but yeah, no, we'll go again on Wednesday night.
But one of the positives was the fight back led originally by Logan and Tom. I think the highest 8-wicket partnership for Leicestershire in T20 history. How well did those two play?
Yeah, no, they just got us to a score that the guys can bowl to, really. But again, you don't really want your guys batting 7 and 8 to go and face the majority of the overs. But hopefully that's not going to happen too often this season. And yeah, I mean, they have done really well to kind of get us to a score where we can at least kind of look to defend. Then I thought the guys bowled really well up front in the power play. They were conservative, which I was very surprised of. And then a few got hits on the hand, which then kind of sends a bit of panic through their dugout. But then they had the experience of Papara that they just guarded them home.
And a final word on the fans who were right behind us throughout. Yeah. They felt like it was a home game at times. Just a final word on them.
They were fantastic, mate. I always knew that there was about 30 of them or so that couldn't make Friday night that was going to come to today's game. But unfortunately, the game didn't go according to plan. But I'm sure they'll be down on Friday night at Grace Road.